Welcome, welcome, my beautiful Aries. Brenda here, Brenda Tarot, and I'm here again today to bring you your General Tarot and Oracle card reading for the week of November the 8th to the 14th, 2021. Now, I have taken time to save time, ask my spirits and guides to throw out the cards that you need for this week. So they've been shuffled and done in advance. This is your all-over energy card from the Lenormand deck, and this is the surrender, the idea, surrender from the surrender deck. And that'll be your final outcome card here to tie this reading in. So starting off, right off the bat, coming in behind you, which could be the beginning of the week, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. And this is telling me that you're planting your seeds to plan something in the near future. I think, you've been working on something in the past, in the background, and you're wanting to give birth to your dreams. And you're preparing the floor plan. You're preparing the blueprint here for you to move forward. I call her Mother Earth because she has that ability. She, look at even how they've depicted her here with nature coming out of her hat. She's planted her seeds to move forward, and she's patient and she's waiting. So continue on this path, my Aries, whatever it is you're building here, working towards. It could be in your financial part of your week, or your career, building up, paying debts down, saving money, investing money, preparing yourself to move forward in a new direction and see your harvest come in. So stay on course. Don't veer off your path. You're doing everything right. Now, coming in with the High Priestess, that is all about trusting your intuition here. You might be doing research. You might be looking into something that's going on behind the scenes. Maybe there is a secret or something you've been suspicious about, and you're doing your research to find the truth to come forward. I mean, the High Priestess is all about looking at situations beyond the end of her nose, being able to do her research and find the information she needs so she has accuracy to move forward. And you could be working on something like that. It's also the card that says, that a secret will be revealed at the perfect time. Now, you could have been exhausted here working on your goals, both mentally and physically here, because the Four of Swords says, call it a truce, step back, and by all means, get your sleep. Okay, this is about, taking time to step back and not push yourself so hard now. I think you're going to see things lighten up and get a bit easier. You've done the work here, and you've trusted your intuition here, but you could be taxed here physically and mentally because of all the work you've been doing. So take time here to rest. I do see a heart here. You might be going through an emotional issue that has taxed you emotionally and mentally. And, often when we get stressed out, we end up, being physically ill. I love how it depicts, these huge thorns coming out. She's protected. She's laying there in that protected area. And I don't think you have to worry too much. I think that, you need to take care of yourself right now. For some of you, it could be your health. You could need more rest and more sleep. But for others, I think it's calling it a truce, stepping back, not getting involved anymore in any drama. Okay, coming in the middle of the week, or the energy you could be feeling now, you have the Justice, you have the crossing over energy of the Nine of Cups, and you have the Knight of Cups. So I'm going to go right in here with this crossing over energy here. Beside it, I think you're going to see success coming in. This is wishes fulfilled. Make a wish. It's going to happen. You've done the work here. You've laid out the blueprint. You've done everything you can here. And now you realize that you're moving forward. Now it does come in here and it crosses over the Devil. The Devil is ego. The Devil is making major decisions for the better. Maybe you've been subjected to toxic energy, relationship, unhappy situations, things that are holding you back, blockages, overindulgence, over analyzing, over worry. It could be anything. It is a card of addiction. So someone or you could be dealing with some sort of addictive behavior. You've come to a realization now. It's not going to happen anymore. You're releasing yourself. I see the chains being pulled off, and now you're free to accept the beautiful abundance that's coming in to you because you've made a very good, healthy decision to move in a new direction. Now, the beginning of this at the top, you have this beautiful Justice card. And for some of you, making this decision to move forward is definitely a good decision here for you. But I do think that you may be dealing with something, and it could be opposing energy. You could be divorcing, ending a business contract or a business with someone, or a divorce from a relationship, a marriage, whatever the case is. Some of you could be dealing with justice of other kinds in the judicial system. But the hammer comes down, the gavel comes down, and justice is going to be served. deserve. So I do think you're going to be satisfied here. I think you're going to find it a fair assessment that comes into you when this hammer comes down. I do believe that you're going to be able to, really celebrate something here when this happens. So this is justice being served and waved in your favor. And we've had this card come up before in the past for you. So some of you have been dealing with legal issues for sure. That, of course, with COVID could have been dragging on. Now, the Knight of Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, beautiful water sign that could be entering your life or already there. They come with a gift because they are the gift. I think, some of them come in and with attention, affection, respect, appreciation, and love. For others, I think you could be meeting somebody new that could be a water sign, and they come in suddenly, they sweep you off your feet, and it could be a very fast, hot, and heavy, beautiful relationship. Beautiful card here for some of you. It could be a new relationship, or maybe you're just rekindling the one you've been in and improving it. So it's beautiful, beautiful energy. Now, coming in here behind or towards you, at the end of the week, you have the Four of Cups. And as I had spoke, we talked about the devil, releasing the change, setting yourself free, making healthy decisions. Now, if there's someone around you that has obsessive, addictive behavior, remember, you can't fix people. You can't, and amazing here because you have that surrender to the idea you can fix someone. You can't. They have to be willing to make up their own mind, take responsibility for their decisions that they make about themselves. So, walk away from it. I think you're making a good decision to wipe your hands clean of the situation. You've done what you can do. You planted the seeds. You've done what you can do. And now it's up to them. Now, coming in with the Four of Cups at the beginning of this is all about feeling like you were missing out on an opportunity and almost like that there's a better future ahead of you. But this says keep your options open. Don't be worried about something. If you're dealing with someone here with this behavior, know that you've done everything that you can do, okay? And you need to just accept it for that. Keep your options open, that things are going to improve, that there are different opportunities coming in. Your cups can be filled in many ways here. And if you lost out on an opportunity, if it was a relationship, if it was a job, if it was, a settlement, whatever the case is, know that there are other opportunities and doors opening to you that you can walk through. So keep your options and opportunities open. Okay, your mind open. That's what I want to say. Keep your mind open to differences. Don't be afraid. You're at a situation here where you want to move on. Now, and you are. The Chariot. This is getting recognition for something that you've achieved, great achievement. So, the justice is served. Maybe you were dealing with something in the legal situation and you're free of that now, and people are going to say, wow, thank goodness. I always say when I see the justice card, I hear the gavel hit down on the desk, and that means done and done. So something's ended and it does work in your favor. It's going to be over. So I think you're going to get public recognition, whether it is actually the media, whether it's friends, family, colleagues, whatever the case is. Commend yourself because you're going to get noticed for what you did. There were risks and consequences involved in this situation, but you went in and you maintained your stability and you maintained your dignity and you maintained your honesty and you stood in your truth, and now you're coming out ahead. You're the champion now. At the end of this reading, at the end of this week, you've walked away from situations that were holding you back, leaving you stuck in a situation that you wasn't going anywhere, but now, you're planting your seeds to move forward. And I think you're going to be going with someone here, dealing with someone, a beautiful person who is a water sign here. Cups are filling, my beautiful Aries. This is a beautiful reading. Now, your all over energy is the book, and this has many, many meanings. This means you could be taking a course, studying, writing a book, reading books, doing research, or you could also be seeing a closed chapter. This could be the end of a chapter for some and maybe the beginning for others. Now, your all over ending conclusion card here is surrender the idea you can fix someone. Okay, so it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So maybe you're in a situation here where somebody here is trying to get over a situation and they're just not succeeding at it, and you want to help them. But know that if they have addictive behavior here, they need to step up and they need to take responsibility for their own personal actions. And if they're not ready to do that, there's nothing you can do to change their mind or change that. So we've all been there. We've all wanted to help somebody. Maybe you haven't got the outcome that you thought you would get, and don't keep keep pushing yourself. Don't keep banging your head against the wall. Call it a truce and walk away from it and let the chips fall where they may. You've done the planting of seeds. You've tried to put that out there to help possibly somebody, and just know that you can't fix everybody. They have to take responsibility to make the decisions that are going to benefit them. Now, let's see what we have here for clarification. Spirit. Let's see what we have here for our beautiful Aries. What do they need to see, know, expect, past, present, possible future energy, beginning, middle, and end of the week? Thank you. Okay, so coming in the beginning of the week with the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the High Priestess, you have the Knight of Swords. So something might be suddenly coming in here this week that's going to require you to sign documents, correspondence, or legal things. Be careful. Be careful that you don't set yourself up for a fall. Be careful. Read between the lines before you sign anything. Check it out, okay? Don't go signing your name to something until you've completely, even though you might be relieved, you might think it's the best offer you could get, don't do that. But the Knight of Swords is very quick, and it's action that you need to take and respond to ASAP. It's almost like an urgency, an emergency that you go. This situation is going to require you to get up and move quickly. For others, you could be moving quickly. You could be moving out. You could be relocating quickly. You could be going on a business trip that requires you to pack up fast and go. Now, coming in with the Justice card, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Cups, you've got a great card. You have the Eight of Pentacles. You're definitely working on your career here, planting the seeds to move ahead. I think, a lot of you, I've talked about this in the past, I think, some of you could be taking a new form of study. You could be enhancing yourself, adding to your resume so that you can go out there and present yourself the best way that you can. To make the best amount of money that you can and secure the best job that you can. But this says continue on that path. You could be taking a new course. You could be taking, going back to school to get a degree in something as well. But I do think that, as long as you stay on course here, you're plugging away, you're working very hard, and you're trying to perfect your craft. And I do think that you're going to be able to do that. Coming in with the Four of Cups, best card in the deck. Oh, no, it's not the sun. It's the moon. Okay, again, you're dealing with a water sign, possibly a Pisces here, because moon stands for the Pisces. But again, I want to say, I want you to be clear on trusting your intuition, okay, your gut feelings. This is all about, tapping into that. Tapping into your instincts and what you have to offer. The moon comes out at the darkest times of our day, and it illuminates absolutely everything underneath it. So I do believe that you're going to be able to move forward in a positive direction. You've had choices and decisions here to make. You've been picking between one thing and another here, I can see. But you need to keep your options open. You need to keep your eyes open. Also, I want you to keep your eyes open. Cover yourself. Look over your shoulder. There could be somebody that my guides are saying to me that might not be as honest as you think they are. So keep your eyes open. I want you to look over your shoulder at all times and protect yourself. I mean, look at the crab or the lobster, whatever it is, coming up behind them, and they're too busy looking ahead and howling at the moon, where you should be trusting yourself to think on your feet, okay? Think on your feet and trust that little voice of reason. Okay, well, my Aries, this is your reading for this week. And it looks pretty good. So I do see that, something's going to work out in your way. You're definitely making a decision to move in a new direction. You're going to get recognized for something here. And you've got great support here with a water sign for some of you, possibly. Trust your instincts. Like I said, you've got this double message here. Trust your gut feeling and your instincts. And usually it doesn't lie. It guides us on our path. I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic week here to look forward to. Let's all continue to play safe, stay safe, and be safe, and I'll see you soon.